Hey people, welcome to the channel. You've probably seen this video before. It's from a little girl in Scotland in UK defending herself against, well, one of these colorful migrants that harass and chase after little girls. Before I go on with the video giving how important this is, you have the channel with a ton of information. I always recommend my books for the economic aspect of preparedness, surviving the economic collapse. For this sort of stuff, street survival skills. Pretty much half this book is about self-defense, about avoiding problems, about defending your family, your home, when you're out and about, when you're walking or in a vehicle. And I get it. A lot of this stuff, right, you think, oh, but I cannot have a gun. I cannot have it. It doesn't matter. What I explain there is how to avoid often many things, how to improvise things. There's always, this is what you use to defend yourself. It's not just about having one of those tools or not, right? There's always something you can do. If you have the knowledge and if you have the skills, if you have this and you share and you talk about these things with your kids, with your daughters, they will be in a much better position to not even find themselves in this spot in the first place. Let's see what happened.
That could ignite a powder keg after a 14-year-old Scottish girl defended herself when a migrant was caught following her and her 12-year-old sister while filming them.
Show the knife, show the knife.
Show the knife, show the knife, says the man of uncertain origin, but most likely from the same damn place we always know they come from, because that's what the numbers say. This specific kind of crime, it is overwhelming them, the migrants from the culturally different places.
Show the knife.
Away from us.
Show the knife, show the
Show the knife, little girl.
Show the knife.
Don't touch my little sister.
Show the knife, that's it.
Don't fucking touch my little sister. She ain't fucking 12.
She's 12. Don't touch my fucking little sister. She's 12. She's terrified. She's scared to death. And instead of addressing the problem, which is these scumbags out there on the streets, they arrest the little girl because that's UK. And this is important. That's what happens in UK. And it's not like these fucking mouth breathers like Stephen Croft. Oh, how fuck is Europe? Oh, fucking it. Go back to harass your pregnant wife, you fucking idiot. You need to address the problem. If you don't identify what's going on, you will not find a solution for this. He's doing politics, right? Crowder, he's just, yeah, he's desperate because, yeah, he's not doing very well. You need to understand this is happening in UK. It's been going on for over 50 years. You have these people that are not, they're not even migrants anymore. They're part of the community. These are the people that pass the laws. These are the people that make sure you have no right to defend yourself. So when clowns like say, Europe, it's not Europe. There's places where a little girl is perfectly fine walking safely down the streets. There's countries in which you can have the right to carry an axe, a knife, or whatever. There's countries in Europe where you can have pepper spray, which will land you in jail every single time in UK. You don't have a right to defend yourself. You cannot have pepper spray. You cannot have a knife. You cannot have a gun. And there's countries in Europe that in fact can. Not only that, there's countries in Europe that have certainly identified the problem and are addressing it. That's the kind of thing that you need to be aware of, because that means that if you do the right thing when it comes to politics, when it comes to voting, when it comes to voicing your opinions about the things that are pissing you off, things can change. Many Nordic countries that used to be laughingstock, there's no way of integrating these people. They don't want to be integrated, so they're changing it. What is it, Belgium? Rejecting 97% of asylum seekers? That's the thing you should be doing. There's no asylum seeking here anymore. We cannot do that. In Greece, in Italy, these are countries that have realized that the problem is clearly identified, it's coming from one part, and you cannot take it anymore because you're destroying your society. Now, not everything is the same. Some places are far, worse than others, and some parts of the world are doing a lot better and addressing the problems that you have. If you cannot identify the problem, you will never fix it. If you think everything is the same, then there's definitely no hope for you. The little girl is scared. That's why she has an axe and a machete. Maybe ask yourself, why is she detained to begin with? Because she had a knife? That's illegal? That puts you in jail? What the fuck are you doing? Why can't people have pepper spray? What is wrong with you? That's what women use to defend themselves against aggressive and violent men. Historically, it's always been the case. It is a non-lethal way of defending yourself. Why is it that you don't? Why is it that, on the other hand, the person harassing the little girl gets away with it. But if you complain against this online, you get arrested because there's no constitution. There's no freedom of speech. There is a regulation about forms of communication that says that if you offend someone, you get arrested. That is insanity. That's not a free country anymore. That's a fucking tyranny. And that's where you're living. Unless you identify the problem, you will not find a solution for it.